Good evening, everyone, or morning, depending on where you're at. Here to talk about some major changes in our crypto challenge, Mr. Techie.
Hello, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good night, depending on where you are. Thank you for joining us today, guys. Thank you very much to Crypto Romeo for the great introduction, as always. Welcome to the Crypto Challenge, Day 12. Now, as you guys can tell by the title of the video, there are some small changes that are going to make things even more epic for everyone. I know they're changes a lot of people have been wanting, a lot of people have been asking about, but before we do that, we have our daily tradition to do. And I don't think it's going to be that great. Let's have a look. Alright, 1364.67. We come over to our daily here. 1364.67, I believe it was. Let's make sure. Yeah, okay, so it's not too bad. We're up 3.22% from yesterday. Still a little bit below our starting thing, but we are not that far off. And now with the changes that we are making, things are going to get a little bit more exciting. Why do I say that? We essentially, in the challenge, the team and I and the team, we have had our hands tied, kind of behind our backs. And we have been trying to trade with our hands tied behind our backs. What was tying our hands behind our backs? The fact that we are trying to limit trading to the stream time. And every so often, an opportunity comes along during the day where we may be able to trade, and many of you guys do take advantage of that and do trade, but because it's not during the streaming time, we do not take that trade. And therefore, we have not been profitable in the way that we would like. How are we going to counteract that? How are we still going to stick to trading approximately 2 hours per day without kind of having our hands tied? Very simple. I noticed that a lot of people who are doing the challenge along with us also trade at random times during the day. If you work, you wake up in the morning and you check the charts. When you get to your office, you check the charts. When you're on your lunch break, you check your charts. Before you go home, you check your charts. When you get home, you check your charts. When you're having a shower, you check the charts. You always check the charts. And you check the server for opportunities and advice on when and how to invest. So, what does that mean, and what are we going to do to counteract our hands being tied? We are going to reduce the time that we're streaming, okay, to 1 hour per day, to make it a little bit easier for everyone to catch up on the stream, okay? And we are going to try to keep that 1 hour related just to talking about the trades that we made and the lessons that we have planned for you guys. Okay? So again, the stream time, we will be reflecting on the trades of the day or the movements of the day. We will be discussing the coins that we may be looking at, and we will be passing along the lesson. Throughout the day, however, this is where it gets interesting. Throughout the day, we may do mini streams or mini video sessions. 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes. Where if we notice an opportunity to make a trade, then we will stream it or we will cover it there and then as we do it. Why not just do Twitter? Doing Twitter and saying, hey guys, we bought this, or we sold that, or blah blah blah, it doesn't have the same feeling. Okay? When we actually explain the reason and we explain the decision, that goes back to the original idea of the whole challenge. Of not just telling you guys what to do, but giving you guys the knowledge and the tools to do it yourselves. So, to clarify again, we're going to be doing approximately 1 hour streams every evening, 7 p.m. EST. And throughout the day, we may occasionally do a mini stream, 15 to 20 minutes, where we are doing a trade opportunity, or we're taking part, or we're taking benefit or advantage of a possible movement in the markets. So, what else is changing? I have spoken with Mr. CoinVX himself, John, and we will look at having possibly a dedicated challenge voice channel. Not for everyone to speak in, okay, because that will get chaotic, that will become messy. But if you guys remember when we started the challenge, there was a voice channel in the CoinVX server that was open most of the time, where you guys can come and ask questions. So, the current idea, this is not confirmed yet. The rest of it is confirmed. This is not confirmed yet. We may potentially have a voice channel in the Discord server, okay, which will then allow you guys to come in at any time and ask questions and get feedback right there and then. Okay, so someone asking, will the voice mini sessions, everything that we stream is recorded and done. Okay, so those are the proposed changes. Okay, and based on that, I honestly, like it really kind of energized me. It's like, yes, finally, because crypto trading is a 24-hour market. And sometimes the trades come at random times. Sometimes you notice something at a random time. Sometimes you may not be around for one thing or another thing. But trying to limit yourself to a 2-hour time slot every single day, that has been really, really challenging for us. And I know this is a challenge, but it's not a challenge about how to stream for 2 hours a day or how to trade for 2 hours a day. It's a challenge about how to make $250,000 from $1,500, right? So we had to go back to the original thing. What else may be changing? There are a few other things as well, guys, because we are trying to change up some stuff. For the benefit of the challenge, for the benefit of you all, to make it easier for you all to follow along, and that then we can finally start to make some profit. I want to see the profit. Okay? So, I'm going to go over some questions quickly that came in. Guys, if you're on YouTube and you want to ask a question, please precede it with the capital letter Q. And if you are on the Discord server, please tag me in there at Mr. Tacky, and you can do that. So I'm just going to go through them quickly. You can answer this at the end. During those few minutes a day, would you let us know in advance before you start, and how far in advance? Mr. Music, I will do my absolute best, guys, to let you know as far in advance as possible. Sometimes it may be 10 minutes, 15 minutes in advance, sometimes a little bit less. But because it's only a 15-minute session, sometimes it'll be 10 minutes, sometimes it'll be 20 minutes. If you don't catch it live, you can watch it half an hour later, or whatever it is. Okay? And then I'll be there on voice. And then you guys can come and ask a question just to clarify something. Okay? What's the best way to get notified about this? I will be using the announcements channel in the Discord server. That is one. The second thing is I will try and use Twitter. Okay? So make sure you're there. And third, YouTube. Sign up to YouTube, click on subscribe, and then there is a small little button. Let me see if I can bring this up. There is a small little button that allows you to activate notifications. I don't even know. What should we do? Mr. Bean? We don't want to get any copyright strikes, guys. Let's go to our own thing, isn't it? The crypto challenge. Go away. Challenge. There we go. That's nice to see with the top, isn't it? Even though this guy here has got the crypto challenge. 17,548 subscribers, 14 videos. Join me as I fumble and fight my way conspiracy while trying to make a profit. No, sorry, sir. So let's come to one of our videos. Okay, and as you guys can see here, if you click on subscribe, not even subscribe to ourselves, you see a little bell. Click on that, and you will get notifications to your phone whenever we go live. Okay, so let's see here. Joshua Campbell saying 2:30 EST today. MOTBT Binance had a wick that was massive. Does that indicate something useful? Additionally, what are your thoughts? I love MOD, but we're not going to talk about that yet. Okay, let's move on to answering the rest of the questions. How can we stay up to date though without being in Discord? I think I covered that then. Make sure you subscribe here, on Twitter as well. You can come and you can go to the Crypto Channel. There we go. It's not quite challenge. They wouldn't allow me to have a big enough name. I will be posting the updates on here. Okay, we currently have 425 followers. I expect you guys to kind of push that number up a little bit and share it out and tweet it out. Okay, because I'll put on here, I will put in the Discord server announcements and also the YouTube announcements or the YouTube alerts to let you guys know when we're going to go live. I've tried to give you 10 to 15 minutes in advance, but yeah, let's see how it goes. Okay, right, so we've covered that. I don't think there's any more questions here. Joshua, regarding MOD, I believe it was a pump and dump. Okay, I think we covered this previously in the video, what a pump and dump is. I believe it was a pump and dump attempt on MOD, which is unfortunate because MOD is a very, very solid project. We may possibly talk about this. Someone saying I forgot to post today's session on Twitter. Should we do it now? Sorry, oh no, I'm not even logged into Twitter here. Okay, yep, I'm sorry, the tweeters might have to suffer a little bit about that. I do apologize, guys. So, right, let's see here. Sorry, I'm just getting a lot of, as you guys can see here, getting a lot of DMs from people. All right, so now we've covered the changes and we covered why things are going to go epic. And we are already almost a quarter of the way into the stream. What does that mean then? Well, it means that we got to have a look at how the market has been doing for the last few days. Okay, so if you guys remember, we sold, I believe we sold about here. Was it here? No, we need to go back to here. No, we need to go back to here. So let me just delete this big blue square. Actually, I can show you guys what this square was. After the stream yesterday, I noticed a pattern. Okay, this exact shape here, everything within this square, almost got replicated over here. Okay, and so it was a possibility that this is an exact copy of what happened. Okay, and that we were due to have a crash. And if you guys remember yesterday, what we did on stream was we sold the things that we have in profit and we moved into USDT, United States Dollar Tether, a token that's tied to the value of the US dollar. And we were expecting a big red crash of doom, and we were expecting it to happen, I believe. Where did we say we stopped? I think it was about here, isn't it? Yep. So we were expecting this to kind of come down like that. Okay, and probably go a little bit further down. So we did the safest thing and we pulled into USDT. But as you guys can see, okay, Bitcoin decided, I want to keep on going up. And up it did. Until it reached the point of 9,000 USDT per BTC. And if we zoom in a lot, let me just activate auto just so you guys can see this. You guys can see up here, it reached this exact point, and 3 little wikis kind of tested it, 1, 2, 3, and then it kind of went down. So that was exactly 8,999.00. That's the point that we reached. We tested it, and we didn't break through. That there is our resistance line. Okay? And essentially, all day today, so many people have just been sat there watching Bitcoin and saying, Bitcoin, what are you doing? What is this? This is crazy. Okay? The whole Discord server, people watching Bitcoin and wondering what the hell it's doing. Now, some people came out with patterns. Okay? Let me see if I can draw one pattern. I'm going to try and draw it for you guys, just so then you can understand how things will go. Okay? So, somebody came out saying that was a inverse head and shoulders. Okay? If you guys flip that over, then it looks like this. Okay? What is a head and shoulders pattern? It's a pattern that you see in technical analysis, okay, where it goes up and then higher again, comes back down and goes down again. It's like a head and you got two big shoulders, okay? Or of course you have the inverse head and shoulders. But even though it looks like it's an inverse head and shoulders, there is still a lot of doubt about Bitcoin, because today a lot of people started to notice how much manipulation there is in the market. Specifically on Bitcoin, okay? So yesterday we spoke very briefly about the futures market, okay? And essentially today what we are seeing is that Bitcoin is being controlled in a very interesting way. A lot of people are losing faith in Bitcoin. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is reflected in how the markets look. So usually in this type of market, Bitcoin will start to climb up a little bit. Okay, Bitcoin starts to climb up. And as a result, all of the alts usually start to climb up. But they haven't. If you compare this growth here, from down there up to here, you can draw a nice straight line. But they haven't. They don't have this same line. Most of them have barely moved and some have even gone down. This shows that there is a big lack of faith in the movement of Bitcoin. People don't have the confidence in how Bitcoin is moving. And in actual fact, when the coins come down, it shows that people have some concerns that Bitcoin isn't doing too well, and so they are selling their assets from the coin into Bitcoin, and then from Bitcoin into USDT. And you can open up almost any single coin. I'm going to scroll down and choose a random one. I don't even know what this coin is. It has been going across, taking some dips, but it hasn't grown. Let's do another random one. Okay, this coin had a nice jump earlier, but still, it's level with where it opened up. It didn't grow. There are some coins that grew, obviously, due to other factors that may be, external factors that may be affecting them. But overall, people don't quite have confidence in it. I don't even know what this... Oh, this is TNT. Hello, TNT. So, because there's no confidence in the market, and people are very, very weary about this movement of Bitcoin, because even now, people still say that, well, the technical analysis still says that we could go down. Now, I have here John's latest TA, I believe, or maybe not. I don't think it's been updated in a while. Let me just try and... Yep, there we go. This is going to be a little bit annoying. I don't like how TradingView does this every time without allowing me to see things properly. There we go. So, this is John's latest TA. And this blue line here is representative of where we may possibly potentially go. But we haven't even made it up that far yet, and we are already running out of steam. Okay? John believes this is a very, very, very bad sign, and there is potential that we could even drop lower than we did last time. I'm not talking about last time here, or last time here. I'm talking about last time when we came all the way down to 6,000. There is potential for us to drop all the way down to this level and beyond. Okay, so it's a little bit it's a little bit difficult. We are currently, I believe most of our assets are in USDT. We are at least half in USDT. And if I come here, our total value is 0.15. And we are, oh no, we're actually, well, 2/3 in USDT. So let's have a look and see how our coins are currently doing. We have ICX. We can open up ICX and check out how ICX is doing. And now you guys understand the value of having that trade sheet, which allows you to quickly look at things. So we have 4851. And if we come here to trades, all of the ones marked in green already done and sold. And we said 4815, 4851. Okay, so we come here, it's not looking good. 4851. And then the same thing down here. Okay, so we're still quite low on this initial ICX investment. Okay, and Walton 24999. We can come into Walton 24. Barely even moved from yesterday, guys. 24999. And we paste that there. So we're not going to sell these guys yet. Okay, it's 1/3 of our trading stack because of the money that we're actively trading with. We'll talk about the different types of stack that you have later on as we proceed, and we talk about the various other types of trading. So we are currently in the best position for this up and coming possible potential drop. And personally as well, I am also in the same position. I have moved almost all of my funds into USDT in preparation for a major drop. Why does it matter if we go into a major drop? Because if we hold the stuff now, they're going to be worth half the money. So instead of us waking up and starting the stream tomorrow and being like, ladies and gentlemen, let's check our balance. We're going to be like, did we get hacked? We have like $300 in there, guys. Like, oh no. So that's why we are doing this. We're taking this as a precaution, and I would recommend it to you guys. And if you go onto the CoinVX server, okay, and you speak there, people will probably advise the same thing, to be very cautious, because BTC may potentially go one way or another. And if it does go down, we're going to lose a lot of money. If it goes up and we're in USDT, we're not losing money, because the value of USDT doesn't change. We may potentially miss out on some profits, but if you worry about missing out on some profits, you're never going to be able to sleep. You can always make profits in the future. The important thing is to not lose money. Okay? We've got a question here from Enigma saying, I believe John said it will start dropping at maybe 5 AM our time. You're going to wake up, stay awake for personal portfolio. I might actually stay awake for the next couple of days, guys, just on a personal level, because I want to see how this pans out. And I had the last 3 days I have been so well rested, it's unbelievable. So I might stay awake for a while and try and catch and see how this all goes. And if I am able to, then I will hopefully be able to notify you guys about the drop. So that is our position for right now. I'm just checking here. I'm going to scroll in the server. Martino24 saying, if we are confident everything is going to drop, why not sell the WTC and ICX now as well? I get not wanting to take loss, but wouldn't it make sense to sell now than accumulate more coins instead of staying in the coins and losing dollar? It's a very good question. They represent 1/3 of our total stack. Okay, so out of this 1363, they represent $400 and something, $450 maybe. Okay, so the problem is that it's not 100% confirmed that we are going down right now. Okay, we may not go down. There is a small chance that we may not go down. And if we sell now at a loss and then we go up, then we have got a loss, and then we've also lost out and because we're not going to be able to remake back the money on these coins. However, if we actually hold on to these coins and it goes up, then we have potential to make these red lines here into green. And if it goes down, it will go down a little bit. We will lose a few more percentage, and then we'll go back up again. This, again, guys, is why you never go all in on one coin. Okay? Never go all in on one coin. You spread your money into several different coins, because we had Ripple, who ended up being very beautiful and profitable for us on more than one occasion. Okay? And then that allowed us then to still sell and go into some profit. Just checking. No problem. Thank you very much, Mantino, for the question. Enigma saying, let's sleep after the stream and meet on Discord at 5 to 6 a.m. I can't sleep after the stream. It's too early for me to sleep. My sleep schedule has been adapted. Bishop22 saying, never go full retard. Never go all in, guys. It's not worth it in any case, in anything at all. Even if you are 100% certain, never go all in. Okay? And never go all out as well. That's another key thing. Yes, we are going to hold what we have right now. I can't read that name, so I'll just call you 86 on the Discord server. We're going to hold these small assets here. They're representative of 1/3 of what we have. We already sold off the profitable stuff yesterday. If you guys haven't sold off your profitable stuff, you may want to consider this as a possible move in the potential outcome where we go down. It will be the wisest thing that you have done. In the outcome where we go up, you haven't lost dollar value. It just means that you will have to buy back in some things at a higher value. Okay? So, it's the safest position to be in for now. Why didn't we do it before on the other days when we dripped down? Because the other days, they weren't as strongly confirmed, and at the time we weren't selling anything because almost everything we had we were in loss. So, we weren't going to sell everything. Alright? Now, let's see here. Of course, guys, today I am joined by Crypto Romeo, who did the amazing introduction. Jerome, who is here, as always. Damilon, who is, I believe, in his car, as well as Grizz. I don't know if they're driving to meet each other or what. And myself, who I am in my office. I'm not in my car, unfortunately. I haven't been for a drive in a long time. So, let's have a look then. I'm just going to go through quickly the CoinVX server, and I'm going to hopefully see if there was some latest TA that was posted. I did try to open up a link earlier, but then I lost it, and I tried finding it, and I can't find it again. So, let's see here. Okay, I have no idea where it has gone. Essentially, guys, almost everyone in the TA world says we have one of two possible outcomes. We're either going to go up or we're going to go down. Okay. And unfortunately, guys, I haven't heard from DeJaclo today, and I'm going to try and contact him through other means just to make sure that he's okay. So we're not really going to have a TA lesson today, unfortunately. I do apologize for that. I know it is TA week, but then it's caused a little bit of an issue. I did have a plan to cover some things and prepare them for you guys, but then I got preoccupied with something just before the stream, which ate up all of the time. So, what are we going to do? We're not going to buy in yet. We are not going to set any buy orders until we know which way things are going. And the way that I will set the buy orders is I will do them in a mini stream once we have worked out which way we are going. If we do indeed, over here, if we do break up above this green line, then we know potentially that we are going up. If we don't, we know we're going down. And it will give us a good base and a good idea to see what to buy. So, I'm going to open up now the floor to you lovely ladies and gentlemen to ask questions, okay? And see then what coins are you looking at buying when BTC drops? That's a very good question, Joshua. And another one, where will you put a notice for the mini stream? We mentioned that a little bit earlier on. We're going to put it on the Discord server, Twitter, and YouTube. Make sure you're subscribed in the 3 places so you get the best chances of being notified. I'm not sure who is on mic. I don't think Damilon is ready to talk yet. And Grizz says he might have a bad mic. Grizz, are you there?
I'm here, but it's not a good mic.
Ah, it's okay.
Okay. News to me.
That sounds alright. It's not too bad. Someone saying possible text message to the group. Oh, wow. Do we want to set up a group, a Telegram group or something like that? I don't know.
Maybe, but not passing us.
Yeah, I'll discuss it with the team, and then we'll see, guys. We'll maybe come back to you. Oh, and Damilon's just switched off his mute. Hello, Damilon.
Yeah, I just got home.
Welcome home, buddy.
Thanks.
All right, so I think a few people were asking, guys, about what coins we may be buying after the dip. And earlier on in our planning room, we had a quick discussion about coins. Grizz, do you have a favorite coin that you are looking at for potential BTC dip buy?
I did, but they seem to have got a bunch of action today, so I'm not quite sure at the moment.
Okay, which one?
ENG is one that I like. I've been wanting to accumulate some EOS leading up to the Dawn release, so I was looking at that as well. But both saw some action today, so I'm just kind of keeping eyes on them. They're still on the list, but we'll see what happens.
Okay, and likewise, Damilon, do you have a favorite coin, perhaps?
Initially, I would have said Walton would always be the shoe-in, but in the last couple of rebounces, it hasn't moved a whole lot. So it's tough. I posted the whole list of all the coins I look at usually, and I kind of rate it at the time of the dip. So kind of seeing what the action of those coins have been, because all the coins that I know that I like, if one of them has dipped much more than another, it probably has a much bigger potential to rebound quicker, especially if it's a higher volume coin. So if I'm, for instance, looking at XRP, Walton, Neo, and BTC goes to 6K, and I notice Neo's down 40%, and XRP and Walton are down 10%, I'm probably going to buy Neo, because that probably means that there was just panic, and one coin panicked more than another. And the sharper something dips, usually, the quicker it will come back when that other coin recovers. And especially on the coins like Neo, which would be strong coins to begin with. So Neo's kind of at a pretty high price right now. So it's hard to say percentage-wise if it's going to grow a lot, but that's a great coin. I tend to always look at like XRP because that's a very high volume coin. First couple dips, it didn't move a whole lot, but then it shot up recently. And then, like Grizz was just mentioning, EOS got big news today that they're going to run a distributed blockchain version of Bitfinex, which is the biggest crypto exchange on their network, and then along with a Dawn release. So that's probably going to be an interesting coin to look at. So there's several that I look at, but Enigma is another one that I really like. So I'm going to kind of all look at those coins, and I listed several others that I look at on the Discord, I believe under the general chat a while back, and then kind of evaluate it on that day when it happens, and I'll make my decision then.
Yep, it's always important, guys, to make a list of coins, and then when the dip does happen, do some calculations and see who moved the most. If a coin barely moved, it could mean that it stayed strong during that period, and therefore it's going to shoot up as BTC jumps back up, or it could mean that it's just ignoring Bitcoin. And so if you buy into that, it's going to stay at approximately the same value, and you're going to be like, oh, well, what was the point in that? But if a coin dips more, you know then that it suffered because a lot of people got afraid and they sold, and therefore it should go back up once again. You particularly need to look at the strong coins. And now I'm interested to find out, Jerome, your opinion. What is your coin of choice?
For a mid-long term, I would like to say maybe AN. It's a good coin, $3. Normally, it's a $7 or $10 coin. So if you buy it and just hold it for 1 month or 2 months, huge profit on it. The concept is good, and my favorite coin right now. and it's on sale for. It's been like 2 weeks.
Yep,
Yeah.
it's really been
Yeah.
hit hard with this dip, huh?
$1. It's gonna go up like for 1 month, maybe.
Yep. I believe as well. AION, Ion is a very strong coin, and it is gonna recover very well. It did have a nice previous high.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a strong coin as well.
I was going to add one more thing to what I was saying. So the general discussion about what I was just looking at and how I was going to do it is based off of a short-term hold. So right now, when Jerome just was bringing up like long-term, so there's a lot of coins that I like to 6 months to 1 year as an excellent long-term coin. And usually those would be in a lot of the portfolios that I have to buy very cheap and then just not look at it again. Some of those coins I'm not going to be looking at all for this because this is a 6-month challenge and I don't see it realizing that potential. Now, one of them that is in that list would be DLT, and it proved me wrong today and went up out of nowhere like 50%. So it was a very cheap coin, and I wanted to hold that coin for long term. And I have some in my ledger, and it went up like 50% today. And so I would have never thought about buying that for like, a few days or a week here because I didn't expect it to grow that quickly. I expect it to grow a lot over a long period of time. So there are coins like that too, even like Enigma, which it's shown a lot of growth quickly. So it seems to grow fast, but it also has a really good long-term potential as well. So for the challenge, I might buy Enigma and flip it, but I have that in my portfolio as well, and I plan on holding that like a year plus as well. So what you want to do kind of reflects what coins you look at too. And they don't always do what you expect them to do. So coins you might think long could actually end up being a great short-term trade too. It's just depending on the volume, you can be unsure.
Yeah, and I'll just add, could I add one more coin to the list there? One other one that I think, and I know it was on Romeo's list too. I don't know if he's actually able to get on voice now, but Kyber Networks one that is actually down quite a bit. They had their pilot launch a couple of days ago, but then on the 28th of February they have their wallet launching, and then the end of March they have their mainnet launch. So I think that one's going to see quite a bit of action. It's been down the last few days, so it might be a good candidate.
Yep, and they also launched their exchange today, I believe.
Oh, was it? Okay.
I'm just double checking now. Yep, the mainnet launch was yesterday.
I think it was their mainnet pilot launch, and then the mainnet launch is end of March or before the end of March, maybe. It's one of those ones.
So it's a decentralized exchange for cryptocurrencies, guys. It's currently pilot phase or just the beginning phase of it. Kyber is a very strong coin as well. For those of you who are interested in a comprehensive list of good coins, etc., John, Mr. Coin VX, he does kind of a review maybe about every week or every 2 weeks about the good coins to hold in the longer term. Okay, we're not quite going to be doing long-term holds right now. We are looking at building up our trading funds, and once we have a decent amount of money, then we can actually start to investigate into longer term holds. When will that happen? Not sure yet. How much money do we need? Not sure yet. When will we decide? We'll discuss it as a team, and we'll come back to you guys and we'll talk about how we are going to manage long holds. So I got a couple of questions here from Bishop saying, do you plan on adding Ethereum to your portfolio in the future? Yes and no. Ethereum is a longer term coin than just a short term coin. Ethereum this year will go to really, really good amounts, very, very high amounts. However, again, it's a longer term coin rather than a shorter term coin. We may hold some of it once we start to hold long term currencies, okay? And we may even potentially experiment with some, sorry. We may also experiment with some potential kind of kind of systems to see how they go. And Jeff just reminding me about the CryptFlix. Again, guys, we showed this yesterday. If you don't have, if you haven't heard of it, CryptFlix, someone's trying to make a Netflix equivalent for cryptocurrencies, where you can go in and just search, and it will bring up a basic summary of the coin, their website, their stuff, and a quick video talking about what they are about. By all means, always go there now. This is my #1 resource where I go now to check out coins, even coins that I know about. I now go there just to make sure that I know what I know about them. Okay, and you can play the videos, you can read the stuff, you can check out their subreddits, you can check out their Twitter accounts and all of the various things on here. Amazing. Again, the website is cryptflix.com. All right, thank you very much for the reminder, Jeff. Now, personally, for me, in the short term, there's a lot of coins I have my eyes on. Like, my list is just ridiculously big. There's ENG. There's MOD, modem. Okay, I believe modem as well is on the CryptFlix website. Let me just check that out, actually. If we go to CryptFlix, oh, we could have just clicked on the search there. And we search for MOD. Please. No, nothing for MOD. No. So, oh my goodness me. Who posted that really long piece of text in the chat? Okay, thank you very much, Anthony, for that. There's a lot of coins, guys, that I am watching, and if I start to list them now, we may be here for a while. We have ICX, we have Walton, we have EOS, we have I was about to say NAS. We have NEO, not NAS, NEO. We have DLT, we have Capacity, CAPP. There's a lot of coins that I'm watching right now, and I'm keeping my eyes on them, on how to actually, well, which one will be my choice for riding up the Bitcoin wave when it happens. Okay, so again, check out CryptFlix. You can find a lot of good information there about almost every single coin, and you can really get a good idea into what is happening. Someone posted a very good long list. Just looking through it very quickly. Anthony, thank you for sharing that list. He's put up a list of coins that he has analyzed, I believe, and his summary of them.
I think actually John's calls from his session recently.
Ah, okay. Is that just the summary of John's calls, Anthony? Ah, okay, it's from John. Thank you very much. I was reading through, I was like, oh, it's very similar. Yep, that's a list of John's calls. Someone asking, does anyone know when EOS Dawn 3 release? It's soon, isn't it? Let me copy and paste release date. No, it was due by the 31st of January. I think this might be a bit old. I think it was delayed ever so slightly. I can't remember when. I think it was delayed end of March, is it, guys? Is that correct? Someone's saying now.
Sorry,
it's
what was that?
Now it's March.
The EOS 3 Dawn release.
Yeah, I think it's by the end of Q1. So
yeah. Okay. So,
yeah.
So by the end of March, hopefully, if everything goes to plan, that's when we should have it. Guys, if you got a question on the Discord server, be sure to tag me. And if you're on YouTube, please be sure to put a capital letter Q. We only have 15 minutes left in the stream, so if you want to ask a question, be sure getting quick now. Please hurry up. Don't delay. If you want to join the Discord server, which I very strongly advise you do, as well as everybody else on the team here probably very strongly advises you do, check out the video description. There's a link to our website. Scroll down on our website, you'll find a section called How to Take Part, and there you'll find the link to the Discord server. It's a big kind of chat-like community with lots of different rooms and everything. When you arrive there, you'll find something on the left-hand side. I will just try to show it here. Okay, you will come down the list here on the left-hand side, and you'll find the crypto challenge. You will come to where it says sign up. Okay, and then you will see what people are doing. They're just saying I'm in. That's all you got to do. You just got to type in I'm in, and that's it. And then I will add you to the list of challengers. And then you can get access to all of these rooms, the announcements, the FAQ, the live stream chat, the lessons and updates, asking questions specifically about the challenge, and general challenge chat for general challenge chatting stuff, thingy-majigs. Okay. Right. Today, guys, I had a quick look. I didn't find any news or FUD about that. I didn't find anything there, really. It's been a very slow day. I even checked Reddit and I checked Twitter, and I didn't see anything major about that. So, so there's no major news then that I can actually provide to you guys. Unfortunately, there's a lot of little tiny bits of news. For example, Walton had a partnership today. I believe Capacity potentially also had a partnership. We had DLT, I believe, also came. There's a lot of crazy little things that have come out, but nothing solid, nothing yet complete and concrete. Okay. Someone asking a question: can you show a quick review of process for buying USDT? Buying with fiat, as in buying from cash from your bank, or what? Or are you talking about just converting Bitcoin into fiat, into USDT? Ferron Kera saying, can we have a Crypto Challenge trading view account to follow the coins we review, Mr. Techie? To follow the coins we review, guys, I'm going to be discussing it with the team. We may also potentially be doing something whereby we can review coins and have them as a separate video, okay, and then you guys can always refer back to our video and see what's happening. Jeff reminding me yet again, thank you very much, Jeff. Guys, if you haven't checked it out, when you come when you come onto the CoinVX server, over here there's something called resources and guides. In, I believe, tools, or in, believe, quick glance, somewhere here there's a link to CoinMarketCal. CoinMarketCal, okay, don't take this site as gospel, guys, okay? This site is not gospel. This site is just, they collect information from social media and they post it here, okay? This allows you to see up and coming news for any particular coin or project. So for example, we can click on EOS and then we can click on search, and it will tell us all of the upcoming, click on search, there we go. And it can tell us all of the upcoming events related to that thing. Be very, very wary. A lot of them say this date or earlier. So it could happen before. It's not going to happen exactly on this date, okay? Except for this one here where they're speaking at an event, okay? And this here covers a lot of stuff. You can check out the proof, which is where they got the source of the information from. Okay, or you can check out here as well, token 249 event, blah, 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 EOS. So you can always refer to this website to find out news of when it's happening. Thank you very much, Jeff. So let me go and check. Wow, transferring BTC to USDT. Chris, check out yesterday's stream. We covered it right at the beginning. Someone asking, Mr. Techie, can you explain what the mainnet launch means? I can try and summarize it in a very quick few minutes. A lot of these projects, they come out not with their own blockchain technology yet, and we will be covering exactly what blockchain technology is at a later time. But they come out as a token, okay? And basically when these tokens are sold in an ICO, an initial coin offering, that essentially allows them then to fund their project into building their own blockchain. So essentially a main net is essentially them releasing their own kind of main network, in a sense, into the blockchain. Is that a good way of putting it, Damilon, or maybe you can think of a simpler way or a more accurate way of putting it?
No, that's fine.
Okay. And I'm just trying to simplify it, guys. There's a lot more kind of to do with it, but it's that's essentially just the most basic thing of it. Someone that's not asking me a question. That's not asking me a question. Can we have crypto view? Can we have a crypto challenge trading view account to follow coins? We already covered that. I think I'm going backwards a little bit in the list. Do you think that cannabis coin is a sound investment? I think that the market will boom this year. And my thoughts about it. there's a lot of coins that don't actually have a purpose. Okay, there's a lot of coins that I nickname them novelty coins. Okay, and these coins don't actually have that much of a major purpose in terms of utilizing the blockchain or utilizing the technology. Okay, therefore, I don't like those. I don't buy those coins. I don't hold those coins. I don't look into them. Okay, because their value is solely dependent upon how people value them. It's not dependent upon the technology. It's not dependent upon the project. It's not dependent upon the team behind it. It's not dependent upon a lot of these things. Now, granted, I haven't looked into cannabis coin. Okay, there could be a massive project behind it. They could be using the blockchain for something. However, just from the name, to me, it's a novelty coin that people will buy, just the same way that people will buy whatever. There's a million other novelty coins out there, and therefore they're not a good investment opportunity. And that's the key thing that we're looking at here, guys. We're looking at investment opportunities, coins that you can buy that have... Come on.
In the past, but just kind of to swing it and kind of get the hell out. I wouldn't say it's one that it's on my list, but I do agree that the market's going to be interesting this year.
Yeah, only to swing. I don't really see the purpose behind it.
Yeah.
Okay, and someone makes a very interesting point, Anthony, in the Discord server, saying those coins are often targets for pump and dumps, he believes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
THC as well.
Yep, it's if you are interested in the project and you believe in it, then by all means invest. However, just be aware that it's not really truly an investment. It's more of a purchase. You are purchasing this coin because of its value is not really something that would be considered an investment. Right, I don't see any other questions here. No problems, Ross. I'm glad you asked the question. It's good to cover these types of things as well. Joshua having an issue with his Coinbase account, so I will leave that there. And we only have a few more minutes left, guys. Let's update here on John's BTC chart. See if he's put any more magical lines in. I don't see anything right now, so it's interesting that we went up. We opened it up on my chart. We went up and we touched the same line again. It looks like we may potentially be trying to do it again. It's a crucial moment, guys. I would say after we go off the stream, head over to the Discord server and try to stay up to date on the chart to see which way it goes. And then you can make a buying decision based on that. Personally, I will probably be staying awake for a while, watching BTC and seeing how it moves. So you will probably be able to catch me on the Discord server for the next few hours. I don't really see any more questions. I do, however, see an interesting comment from Pixel Puncher saying, cannabis coin has some purpose for people that need to buy things because of a medical reason and have trouble having banks blocking them because of the nature of the purpose. Happens a lot in the USA from what I've heard, but I agree partially on what you said, Techie. So, Pixel Puncher, since it seems maybe potentially that you have some information about this, is there a project behind it? And if you say yes, there is quite an interesting project behind it, I will review it, guys, and potentially maybe talk about it tomorrow very quickly when we also review some of the other coins that we will be buying on here. Yeah, other than that, guys, again, last call for questions before we cut the stream. If you haven't yet, go on to the thing, subscribe, activate the alerts, give a thumbs up for the video if you enjoyed it. If you didn't, then please come and just put a comment and tell me what maybe you didn't enjoy and how maybe you think it can be improved. Remember, though, we have spoken about the improvements that we are doing. Also, check out the Twitter account, link on our website, and join the Discord server so we can have the discussions. Other than that, though, I haven't seen any last minute questions. Oh, right at the last second. Is there a list of 3 or 4 coins that you will buy on the dip? We spoke about that earlier in the video. Each of us has our own opinions, but we will analyze it when the dip happens, and then we will let you guys know. That's it from us for this evening. Again, short stream. Look out for potentially a mini stream tomorrow when we buy into some coins, or we maybe do something. But from us for tonight, or this evening, or this morning, depending where you are, that is it. Thank you very much to Grizz, Damilon, and Jerome for being here. Thank you for Jeff. And I believe Greyland was in there earlier in the YouTube chat. And of course, all the guys in the Discord server as well, looking after things. Jeff saying, hold your phones close. Yep, very wise advice. Good night, everyone. And we will catch you tomorrow at the same time, 7 p.m. EST. Take care.